welcome back to Sienna's 1111 Spiritual Healing. We're going to go ahead and do a quick reading for Virgo. We're going to go ahead and end this year off with a quick reading. I'm going to grab a few tarot cards for you, and then I'll also grab some of the Love Oracle, and then a Money and Career Oracle. And then we are ending off the reading, if you stick around to the end, with the universe has your back. So we're going to go ahead and get some universe messages for you as well, Virgo. Let's go ahead and see what tarot messages come out first. Give it a few shuffles. Virgo. What does Virgo need to know next? Virgo, thank you, Spirit. Messages for Virgo. We got a Two of Pentacles. Oh. You got the Two of Pentacles. You got the Hermit card and the Sun card. Beautiful. Beautiful energy just for only 3 cards. We'll go ahead and see. And the Hangman is what you have hidden at the bottom of the deck. Virgo, when it comes to the Hangman, especially like the feeling that I'm getting, is, you know, maybe you hanging around in a situation that doesn't serve you anymore, or vice versa. You know, maybe someone else is hanging around, you know, just to sleep on your couch or to get a ride to work. But definitely, you know, kind of someone just hanging there, you know, not moving forward, not moving backward, just kind of hanging in a spot in life, you know, not sure maybe where to move to next, but definitely being stuck. You know, there's no movement involved when it comes to the Hangman. So definitely, you know, maybe pay attention to the people around you. You know, there could be people taking advantage of you, or maybe, you know, pay attention that maybe, you know, you're hanging around too much and, you know, not moving forward in things in life that you actually want. You know, maybe it's time to meditate and maybe manifest on the things that you want. The light's right there, you know, right by her head, hanging by her hand, you know, and it's time to move towards the light. It's time to get some movement in, you know, maybe not just like hang out in a place that you feel comfortable. You know, you could feel comfortable in your spot in your career because, you know, it gives you money, but, you know, it doesn't serve you love. Like, you know what I mean? When you get out of work, you're just like, oh, exhausted. You have nothing else to give to yourself, to your family, or to anyone around you, just because, you know, you put in all this work when it comes to your job. So, you know, maybe you're just hanging out there because the money, which, I mean, I get. The world, everyone thinks the world, you know, runs by money. You know, we have to have money to pay our bills. We have to have money, you know, to have a house, to have a car, to get to work. But that doesn't mean that you have to work somewhere that totally drains you, you know, just for money. A lot of the time, if we just go with the flow and we do something we love, money will just flow in. It's kind of just like, I don't know how to explain it. Obviously, I'm not good at explaining it. But, you know, it's not all about the money that you make. Just make sure, you know, if this is connected with your career, that, you know, it's not all about the money. It's also about, you know, how you feel about that job, how that job, you know, how your boss treats you, how the other employees around you treat you. You know, are you just hanging out there because of the money? You know, so this card definitely is, you know, hanging around somewhere just because you feel comfortable, and, you know, maybe you're too afraid to move forward with something or move back. And it could be with the love, you know what I mean? Maybe you're just hanging out with this, you know, certain person because, you know, you somewhat feel comfortable, or you guys have been together for a while, but, you know, deep down that, you know, maybe that's not the person you want to be with, or they're not treating you the way you want to be treated. So it's definitely time to stop hanging around and make that movement. Spirit says it's time to move. It's time to move forward and grab that light. All right, and then you got Two of Pentacles. Virgo, with Two of Pentacles, I always say, you know, with twos, it's definitely a decision that has to be made. A lot of the time, obviously, with Pentacles, I always get a connection to career or money because, you know, they are Pentacles. So, you know, maybe you have a choice to make when it comes to your career. Maybe you've been thinking about, you know, working at a new place, or, you know, trying for a different position in the company that you work at. But definitely there's going to be some kind of juggling or choice that needs to be made here. And I always say, you know, both choices, you know, they don't seem bad. There's only 2 of them, and they seem like they're a good choice. It seems like no matter what choice you make, it will be the right choice for you. You will make the right choice. But definitely a decision that has to be made that probably has to do with, your money, or even your career, the job that you work at, or maybe the job that you're trying to go to. If you're just going to school and maybe you're in college, this could be, maybe you juggling and trying to figure out, what you want to actually study for. Maybe there's two main subjects that you're interested in, and you've been juggling two of them, and maybe now it's time to make a choice on which one you actually want to, move forward with. I also got the Hermit card. With the Hermit, I always say, it's definitely, maybe time to get some alone time. The Hermit card, I always get a connection with meditation. Maybe it's time to meditate. If you don't meditate, maybe this is spirit saying, maybe it's time. It's time something to try. It takes a long time when you're learning meditation to truly feel like it's working, to truly, feel connection with yourself. It's not all about when you go to meditate that, you don't want to be looking for something. There's nothing that you're supposed to be looking for. It's just a time to totally try to clear your head and just be with yourself. Just be in silence with yourself. Try to shut off your head. And then, this is coming from someone that I have ADHD. I am a mom of 3. I have life, and I feel like I just always have stuff going on in my head. And it's really hard for me to shut things off in my head. I started meditating June, July, I feel like in the summertime. And I mean, it's just something that I've been able to like shut off. And it's still sometimes when I meditate, like, excuse me, it takes like something falling on the floor, or like I feel like somebody opened the door, things like that. And, it totally just takes me out of meditation. It takes a lot for me to shut off. So I definitely understand having it hard, excuse me, to shut up. Let me grab a drink. I don't know what's going on here, Virgo, but you got my throat itchy. Yeah, it was definitely hard for me to talk there for a minute. Maybe that has something to do with this. Maybe you're not having a conversation with someone that you need to. You kind of been hibernating, keeping to yourself so you don't have to have that conversation. But definitely had a weird itch in my throat that, I've been feeling fine, so I don't know where that came from. So it might have something to do with communicating, or that spirit saying, you are being shut off. They're not hearing your voice. You're not speaking what you truly want. So, with this Hermit, I definitely think it's time to meditate. It's time to release the things that don't serve you anymore, and, bring in the new, bring in the light. Manifest what you want in your life. A lot of times, like, you have to be straightforward. If you're not sure what you actually want, the spirit, your guides, they're not sure what to actually give you. So you have to straight up tell them what it is you're looking for. And then for me, I've manifested things in my life, my whole life. But, it takes years sometimes to actually see what I had asked for, what I needed guidance with. It took me years to actually be able to have that happen, and then me be like, whoa, like, did this truly happen? Like, yeah, it took 3 years when it happened. I didn't really think about it, and I'm like, wait, I remember journaling about this. I remember, asking for this in my life, and now it's here. So definitely, manifest. Some things you can manifest right away. Some things, they take a while, almost to the point that you kind of forget that you asked for it by the time it gets to you. But I promise you, meditating and manifesting what you want in life, there's someone there listening. Your spirit guides are there listening. Your ancestors hear you. You're not alone. So don't feel like you're just speaking to yourself. Tell them what you want. Tell them what you need, and they will try to help and guide you on the right path to get to that. And then the Sun card. The Sun card is just a beautiful card to me. I feel like it's all about, going towards the light, finding your true self, loving yourself. A lot of times I get a connection when it comes to the Sun card with, grounding. Maybe it's time to get outside, get into nature, You know, if you live somewhere where it's nice and sunny right now, you know, just go outside. Maybe have the sun hit you in the face for 10 minutes and just kind of sit there quiet. I stay here in Michigan. Usually it's snowy right now, but it's definitely a rainy, muddy mess. So, you know, we're not getting a lot of sun right now. But, you know, it's definitely something that has to do with grounding, connecting with the nature, you know, seeing the light, letting the light come to you and you walking towards the light. Just really realizing that, you know, you're not alone and there's someone always there listening to what you are asking for. So tell them what you want. Speak to your spirit guide. Tell them how you feel. Tell them what you want in life. You know, with the sun card, it's just so bright and it's so much love. I definitely, like I said, get a connection when it comes to being, you know, in the universe, maybe grounding, going for a walk, being in nature, and just really being one with yourself. You know, do it by yourself. You know, even if it's like has nothing to do with the sun and being outside, take a bath by yourself. You know what I mean? Do something alone so that you can connect with yourself and your spirit guides and truly tell them what it is in life that, you know, you're looking for, because they're there to listen. I'm definitely feeling that Spirit's message in all of this is all these decisions you have to make, you know, it's time to meditate and they're there to listen. My itchy throat. I wonder if it's the sage right there that I burnt. We're going to go ahead and do a few love oracle messages. Go ahead and see what messages come out for the love oracle. This doesn't have to be that you're in a relationship. These don't have to be messages, you know, that have to do with you being in a committed relationship. These could be love messages for yourself, love messages from, you know, your spirit guides, your ancestors, love messages, you know, just love from the universe. There's so many things that we can get love for. A lot of the time when I pull these cards, I always feel them as like, you know, love messages for myself, things that I need to work on with myself when it comes to my heart and my love. All right, Virgo. Oh my goodness, you got some love messages. All right, we'll take all 4 of those. First one, you got time. I'm afraid it's too late to take action. And we also got irreplaceable. The way you love can never be matched. Broken. I feel shattered about this situation. Last but not least, you got soul tie. I always feel connected to you. It's a beautiful card. And then, like I said, I will pull, goodness, Sienna. I will pull some of these money and career oracle cards for you too. Go ahead and shuffle them up. Oh, we got one upside down. Go ahead and shuffle them up for you. Obviously, in my pre-shuffle, I didn't see that one upside down. I guess if it was meant to be, it'll flip back out for us. All right, Virgo, let's go ahead and see what messages Spirit has when it comes to your money and career. Definitely saw that one when I found the one upside down, but that was not the card. All right. Goodness, you got insurance. You also got internship. You got the saving money. Definitely see, you know, growing money. If you see in this little jar of money, there's like a sprout of some kind of plant that's growing out of it. So definitely I see, you know, you working on your money and growing up your money. Maybe it is, you know, maybe finding a job with better insurance that might have some kind of connection. You know, if you're going to school, maybe you're just in an internship now, but maybe that will become more, and, you know, maybe they'll hire you at the place that you're doing an internship. And then right direction. So this is definitely Spirit's message saying, you know, when it comes to your money and career, you're definitely headed in the right direction. You know what you want. And then, like I said, last but not least, if you're still here, I will pull some of these. This is this oracle deck is The Universe Has Your Back. So go ahead and see what messages the universe has for you, Virgo. see what wants to come out for my Virgos. Thank you, universe. Messages for Virgo. Oh man, I think this is the one that always gets me tongue-tied when I try to read it. Go ahead and mess with my ADHD while we're here trying to read this card again. Thank you, universe, for helping me beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for explaining my perceptions so that I can see what is of the good, highest good. See, I told you it gets me. I need to practice this card. It keeps coming out for me, and I think one of my guides thinks it's funny that I can't, for some reason, I can't read this card. You got this message. They think they're funny, they got jokes. I recognize that I choose fear, and if I choose again, I choose love. All right, thank you so much for stopping by, Virgo. I really hope some of that resonated with you and can help you. If you liked the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you haven't yet and you'd like to, please subscribe to my channel. I'd love to have more support and more people join, and you'll be able to see the next time that I do a reading for you, Virgo. My guesses obviously won't be till after Christmas. My birthday is New Year's Eve, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do sign readings again this year, but my guess is I'll end up being out here, probably doing one more in the next week. But if I don't, have a happy holidays and a great new year, and I will see you in 2024. Thank you for stopping by.